And welcome back, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that extended break. I hope you enjoyed those lovely duct tapes. Massive shout out to Vortex Slam in the chat for making those duct tapes. And we are here with something a little bit special.
Yeah, as we were saying before the break, we have a special redemption where for just 10,000 of your grapes, you can get us to cast one of your replays right at the end of the broadcast. And this time, we have none other than one of the Ducklings, Quirky, requesting his replay to be casted.
Yeah, to me, that's what's most special about this cast, is because for the past 5 redemptions, it's been the same person. ARJ Skater has just been redeeming replay after replay after replay. And I was wondering at one point, like, yo, are we ever gonna have anyone else?
Yeah, it's just gonna be ARJ every
Is
time.
it just gonna be ARJ Skater? But yeah, Quirky has also been laddering recently again after a long hiatus, and he submitted.
Yeah, guys, especially if you have like some very like back and forth or like some really crazy games, like we're the best for those. Was it 8 Starport BC? Yeah.
Yeah. We have had some special gems from ARJ Skater, but now, Quirky, you got a lot to live up to, mate. I think the most interesting thing to me is that Quirky, if you remember, was originally Protoss, then he switched to Zerg, and now apparently he was laddering as Terran.
Yeah, I think Quirky has played a bit of each race at this like by this point.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we'll see how his Terran fares.
Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, while we were on break, thank you so much to Matrix TV for the raid. Thank you, Papi. Thank you. We appreciate the raid. We appreciate the support. And I apologize if you're tuning in now because, again, the pro play has ended. We finished our regular broadcast. This is just a bit of a fun viewer replay cast.
Shall we begin?
We can begin. Yeah, let's go. Take us away, group.
And I am taking us away to Hardwire LE. What does LE stand for?
Listerine engaging. Yeah.
Thank you for that light. And we are going into this game. As first, I believe we loaded into the bottom left corner of the map. And we are looking at the Zerg player, the red Zerg. No idea what clan he's from, but he is Moose. Or Maz.
And spawning in the top right hand corner of Hardwire LE, we have a member of the Cranky Ducklings themselves. Again, in the past was a Protoss, was Zerg, now the Australian Terran. Some know him as Miyamika's cat, but it is Quirky.
So far we have fairly normal stuff. Nothing too crazy happening.
Yeah. I mean, speaking a little bit about Quirky is, one, I'm really happy to see him playing again. Like, he's been on, he does take breaks from time to time. You know, there are other games that kind of come back and forth into kind of his sphere of influence. You know, I think for a while he was playing a lot of Brood War, but now playing a little bit more StarCraft. It's cool to see him back.
I mean, he also casts a few games, so that's also a thing. Where I think he was casting, what was Dota? He was casting Dota, right?
Yeah, for a while. Yeah, that is true.
He's also a mod on Artosi's stream.
Yeah, he's been doing a lot for Artosi's stream. I know he's been helping out with. I think he helped out with Tasteless as well for a little bit for the Tasteless land. So yeah. I mean, he's been doing as much as he can as well. I mean, we all love StarCraft, whether it's StarCraft 2 or Brood War. You know, we have a lot of passion for it, and Quirky is definitely one of those people with a lot of passion. Oh boy. And we'll see how that translates to the game. More importantly, we'll see what kind of game he's sent us. Because usually there's a reason, you know, like what happened.
Yeah, knowing Quirky, this will not be a very standard game. Like, something must have happened for him to send it, unless he's like the ultimate troll and this is just the most standard game ever.
Yeah, like, we'll see, because usually when I think of Quirky and when I think of his Zerg, I think of a Bane Buster, you know? He would just link
Yes.
Bane Bust time and time again. When I think of his Protoss, I also think of a bit of a cheese, or, you know, going for DTs, maybe going for some blink timings. Not necessarily Sky Toss. When I think of Terran, I don't know what to think. I don't know what he's been doing as Terran.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen him play much Terran, so I also won't be able to say what is his like preferred style.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, no, the Reaper! Up, up! Oh, the Reaper barely manages to escape. Did get one drone kill. What's important is that we do have a third base from Muzz over here on the right-hand side of the map. So far, Quirky hasn't scouted it, so as far as he knows, it could be kind of like a weird two-base all-in, but again, he knows that he also hasn't checked the linear third, which is probably where the hatchery is.
Yeah, and it looks like Muzz is going into Roach Warren straight into Baning Nest, so I guess a bit similar to what we've seen today. A little bit of Link Bane Roach.
Yeah, as these are just two Evo Chambers and a Baning Nest. I think he cancelled, or he decided not to go for the Roach Warren in the end.
I think he cancelled it. No, he's going for it. Look, he's going for it on the high ground now.
Oh, okay. Just looking to hide the Roach Warren instead. This is honestly ZVZ-esque. You typically don't see walls like this too often. At the same time, we do have a little bit of a Link run by across the map. Ooh, a couple of SCVs are going to get picked up here. Link speed kicking in as well. Unfortunately, Quirky's Hellions are a little bit delayed here, so it's going to take a little bit longer to really reclaim control of his natural. Not the biggest of deals, but yeah, a little bit of a rough loss here at the natural. Oh my god, as he has other things in store for the Zerg. Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Quirky saw the previous Zergcast, and he was like, you know what? I can also go BC.
Aye. So we do have a BC opener here from Quirky. What kind of anti-air do we have? We honestly don't have too many queens. We're about to have 5, which is okay.
Watch him go for leap range just to make Yaku happy.
That would be insane, actually. I would love it, but he does have a tech lab on the starport, so I'm feeling it's BC.
But that would be okay. Chat, don't tell Yaku, but send him a replay where somebody goes leap range first. Okay?
Oh,
but don't tell anyone. But when Yaku is casting, send the replay when there's a leap range.
He would freak out. Oh god. But yeah, looking at the units type here, we have 5 queens in total. Honestly, Muzz is gonna have a hard time dealing with this BC. We'll see what Quirky decides to do with said BC as it's on the way. I mean, typically BC openers lend really well going into mech, and that's exactly what we're seeing from Quirky.
Yeah, indeed, it's gonna be BC first straight into mech. Oh, as these Hellions are actually getting surrounded in the middle of the map.
Yeah, exactly. The Links are able to get a bit of a surround, but the control is good enough where Quirky is going to be able to clean all of these Links up. So very nicely done. Was able to stop himself from getting surrounded. And that first BC is just about to finish up. We'll see if Quirky decides to just teleport it across the map or slow walk it and save the teleport to escape. Nah, he just goes for it. Goes straight to the main base. Oh my god.
Yeah, as well. I mean, there are queens there already, unfortunately, but so far, it's actually killing down the queens. The transfuse is there, and the main queen though.
Oh my god, oh, we have the mules to repair the BC, but the Links around the mules, so the BC will not be able to stick around much longer. Did get 2 queens, but only 2 queens, and will be forced back. Oh god, and it may be focused down. Up.
So close.
Up. Oh.
Goes down. I would say the views were kind of cute, but like because of the Links, they had no way of surviving.
Yeah, there were units on the ground. Muzz going into Aspire from here. He has to do right to make sure that he's going to be able to deal with any future BCs. We can see though that BC production has stopped for now. Quirky did not commit in going to Yamato.
Yeah, it was only the opener, and he's going straight into the mech instead. And he's working on the blue flame, he's working on more tanks, so I guess it's gonna be Hellions for harassment and they're just tanks?
Quirky, I highly recommend you tune into the VOD that I casted earlier with Asher Bro of Who is Amateur King, and check out the Zerg Lord versus Quanta. Uh, I have some inspiration for you. But here we go. We have a little bit of a Bane run by. The Banelings will not break into that natural base. It looks like, oh, no, okay, the repairs are fast enough. Quirky does hold on his 2 bases and is eventually looking to expand. Third is on the way in his main.
Yeah, the Bane Bus did not work. The Spire is about to finish, and I guess we'll see what Moose is gonna go for next. But so far, it's looking pretty good for Quick.
Yeah, and I think Quirky's a little bit lucky right now because we see Corruptors on the way. Corruptors are a way to try and deal and hard counter with BCs, and there aren't any BCs on the map right now, so they can't really do too much.
They aren't right now, but if you look at the production tab, actually Quirky is working on the Yamato.
Yeah, so whenever he wants to, he can go into BCs once he has the gas. Right now, he's very gas starved. It's a little bit unfortunate, but there is this one gas geyser in the main base that only has 2 out of 3 workers, so it could be a little bit more efficient. But again, really, it's all about getting this third up and running and getting even more gas geysers. That's the thing with mech, you know, it's very gas intensive.
Yeah, definitely. As that is going on the way, the refineries are already there, so the base will be taken soon enough, and Moose has the time to take his own 4th.
Yeah, 4th is on the way as well for Muzz. Again, I'm really curious to see what he does with these Corruptors, because there isn't really anything for them to do. They can obviously caustic spray down some buildings, but they do expose themselves, and at the moment anyway, these are kind of wasted resources. Muzz just going straight up Ling Bane Corruptor for the time being.
Yeah, and Quirky is switching into Taurus now, so they will definitely make sure that the Corruptors don't get any damage in the bases themselves.
Yeah, exactly. As he scans, just making sure there's no like army ready and waiting for any kind of run by. Like he's perfectly safe on his 3 bases. Nacfield accelerators is on the way. He's just getting every kind of mech unit that he can. Yeah, and honestly, this is looking pretty solid, all things considered. I would like to see another BC. Mate, you got Yamato, you know? Get a BC. Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, might as well, but there's a run by now in the third. Does get a few workers, but not major damage, I believe.
Yeah. I keep wanting to say Miyamika's cat. Quirky does get his 3rd up. You know, for the most part, it will soon be saturated. What's important, though, is that the Zerg player hasn't stopped teching. Infestation bit is on the way. Hive is going to be on the way as well.
Also, Quirky is yelling at you in the chat.
Oh? What's up? Oh my god. I was there. Why? Oh! You were there! Oh my. Okay.
What are we about to see, guys? What do you mean?
Yeah, we'll see, because we're not there yet. We're not there yet. I don't know if you were paying attention, Quirky, because there's a crucial part to the build that you're missing here. Just saying.
Also, I just want to point out that Moose is going for 2 more spires.
I noticed he's going for triple spire, which is crazy. I mean, technically he can go 1-1 and greater spire at the same time. Technically, you can do that. But yeah, it's crazy.
I don't think I've seen that before.
Oh my god. Alright, here we go. What do we have else from Muse? I mean, he does have his 4th base up and running. We could do with the 5th base. I'm still really curious to see what the plan is. Is he just planning to go straight into Broodlords? That's okay. The problem is that, if you noticed, Quirky is making a lot of Thors.
Oh yeah, that he is. So it looks like it's all the switching units where you have a bunch of Hellbats and a bunch of Thors. That seems to be the main army, as well as a few Vikings sprinkled on the top. So
yeah.
All the mechs.
All the mechs. I mean, the Spire was scattered earlier, so again, he's just getting ready for the potential Corruptors. Doesn't know yet that Broodlords are on the way. And yeah, we're just slowly macroing on up. Again, it's one of the... Oh, yo, he's doing it! This is what I was talking about!
I'm impressed.
And greater spire, yeah.
Yeah. As I said, I don't think I've seen people do that before. I legit thought that was a mistake, that like he forgot he already had one, but no, this was fully intentional.
Yeah, it's not a very good thing to do, but he is doing it. It is a little bit of
As
wasted
well
resources.
as getting Ultra then.
Yeah,
Or
he's
Ultra
doing
Cavern.
all the hive tech. All the hive tech is on the way here from Muzz. Does he have an answer to what this mech army is, though, is the question, because he's got Link Corruptor right now. Just pure Link Corruptor. No Banes. How is he going to deal with the Thors?
There are so many corruptors in this army, actually.
Yeah.
Look at the cloud.
I mean, to be fair, he can make a lot of Broodlords once the Greater Spire finishes. So, I mean, I would credit where credit is due. But Quirky's coming now. He's
Yeah,
here.
I don't think he has the time to make the Broodlords, as the mech is already rolling in. He's morphing a few now, but by the time they're finished, this base will be gone.
Yeah, exactly. The spines are falling left and right. Queens as well. Lings try to roll in, but they evaporate to the Hellbats, and there is literally nothing left. We have Broodlords on the way, but mate, I mean, they're not ready yet.
I mean, yeah, they're still morphing and the base is going down. There are still so many Taurs left, so many Hellbats on the ground. Now Moose is trying to roll in.
He's trying to, but again, these corruptors are wasted resources, mate. The Broodlords are being focused down one after the other by the Thors. There's only 4 Broodlords remaining, and soon to be 3, soon to be none, as the target fire is on point.
Yeah, the Corruptors are just flying on the top, not quite sure what they're supposed to do. There are a few more Broodlords coming in, but there are still a few Thors left.
Oh my god, exactly, and it looks like they just barely are able to take down the final Broodlord. Oh, Onomas! 2 Broodlords managed to barely limp away, and thankfully we see like Lings and Roaches on the way here for Muzz. He needs a little bit more to round out this army, but again, Mass Thor coming out here from Quirky.
Yeah, tanks in the back as well, so they should be able to help with all these Lings and Roaches coming in, while the Corruptors still don't know what to do.
Yeah. And they get a Liberator, you know, at least they are able to get something done. Oh god, but the reinforcements are on the way. They're coming across the map here by Quirky. More Broodlords are on the way as well, though. And I feel like we are lacking a little bit in the factories. There we go. More factories are being thrown down. Like, we're only making 3 Thors at a time. We need more than that, puppy. We need more.
Yeah, time for more Thors. In the meantime, Quirky is updating us in the chat that he did scan the Spire, but he actually thought that was Muta.
There you go. There you go. I mean, regardless, he's doing quite well here with his army anyway. Again, like, Thors are kind of what you want. If you're wondering in the chat, as a Zerg player, what do you want to deal with the Thors? Usually it's Infestors, usually it is Neural Parasite, and we're not seeing any of that from Muzz.
I mean, to be honest, you would need a lot of neural parasites for a Mass Thor army.
Only 4. Only 4. You only need to take control of half the Thors and just make them fight each other. That's it. That's the plan. Oh god.
Sure, we can try that.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that's just not really here for Muzz. He's gonna try and dive on top of the Thors, but again, there's nothing protecting the Broodlords.
Yeah, and the Hellbats on the ground are dealing with all the Broodlings, so the Thors still stand. And Quirky takes the game.
GG, well played. Quirky does take the game with a variant of Quanta's Mass Thor. A variant.
So what was the one element that was missing?
So Quanta had a very, very meticulous build where he opened up double armory, went for 1/1 mech upgrades, and that was precisely lined up for 4 Thors and 4 medevacs to go across the map for a quad Thor drop.
A quad drop! Oh
yes.
my god.
Yes. There were no medevacs, Quirky. There were no drops. But
yeah, I feel like that's a very important point. Yes.
I appreciate the Thors, though. I appreciate them. But yeah, Quanta has an insane TVZ build that's honestly pretty good. I was talking to Asher after the cast, and he's like, "No, yeah, 100%. I'm gonna like study the replay and try and emulate that build because it was crazy."
And look, if it works for him. Might
Yeah.
as well work for the rest of us.
Exactly. If it works for one Korean GM, it will work for everyone. So GG, well played, Quirky, well played. Nice scan as well, being able to confirm the Spire, and whether it was mutas or whether it was Broodlords or Corruptors, like going into all those stores was the right move to do. I did think you could have gone for maybe some more factories earlier on to really get your production going, but regardless, you were still able to execute it quite well.
Yeah. Like the Hellbots really did like deal with everything on the ground that the Taurs did with everything in the air, and yeah, overall looked pretty solid.
Yes. GG. Congratulations, Quirky. Congratulations on taking that win. On taking his ladder points. Let's go. But also,
Poor guy.
But also, it now makes sense that yes, Quirky would play. He would play mech, yeah, as a Terran player.
Yeah, he would.
Shaking my head. Shaking my head. Oh god. But yeah. With that, thank you so much for watching, everyone. I am honestly really tired, and I'm a little bit scared as well. Our next cast is gonna be in, where is it?
6 hours?
6 hours. No, I think a little bit later than that, like 7 hours, right? I need to check the time here.
6.5?
6.5 hours. There you go. In 6.5 hours, we are supposed to be back with ESL Cup Asia. But I'll be honest, especially after casting all these tournaments, we may just sleep in. I apologize ahead of time. If both Yaku and I wake up in time, then we will try and cast ESL Asia, but no promises, because I am hella tired. Oh god.
Yeah, Light has been casting for hours now, guys. In case you didn't tune into the previous broadcast, he has casted 2 GSL groups today so far, and that was on top of last night's broadcast as well. Last morning's broadcast.
Yeah. This morning's broadcast. So we've been live for 7.5 hours here so far, and before that we had Sentimiento Latino as well. So a lot of StarCraft. And again, as Kuro was saying, in 6.5 hours, we do have ESL Cup Asia scheduled. The thing about ESL Cup Asia is that we don't have to be committed, because there are usually other casters like Steadfast or Chicken Man or Renegade X or Biomorph. Like, there are other people that are there to also cast. So it's not the biggest of deals if we don't make it. We'll try to be there, but again, it depends on our mental state.
Yeah, and once again, guys, in the next few weeks, there will be the DreamHack qualifiers as well as regional stages, and the Ducklings will be part of that. For sure, we will be casting most of the qualifiers. So, if you're looking for marathon StarCraft streams, like, they're right here.
We got you. We're going to be live casting the DreamHack Latin American qualifiers, North American qualifiers, probably the closed Korean qualifiers, maybe the Taiwan, Hong Kong, Oceania, China, every single region. The only region that we do not cast is Europe, because we have to sleep at some point. Here in the land of Australia, it is 6:30 a.m. in the morning. I should not be awake.
I was gonna say, why is Quirky awake?
Why is Quirky awake? What's going on?
He's not casting.
Ache in my head. He has to be awake for the Artosis stream. Goddamn.
True. But Artosis is in similar time zone.
True. I don't know. I cannot make excuses. But yeah, with that, thank you so much for submitting the replay, Quirky. Thank you so much. Yeah, I guess we're gonna round things out here. Kuro, do you have anything else you wanna say before we head off?
Join our Discord. If you want to interact with the rest of the Ducklings and see what we're up to, make sure to join our Discord and follow us on other social media.
Follow us on social media. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Discord. We are all over the place. The Cranky Ducklings are. the least we can ask of you is to follow us here on our channel. The most we can ask is to consider subscribing to our Twitch channel or checking us out on Patreon as well. We have everything set up so we can fund our tournaments and grow our tournaments and fund our pro team as well. So yeah, we do appreciate all the support that we do get, whether it's through subscriptions or Patreon or even donations. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And with that, we will see you. Our Light will see you in a few hours.
Maybe.
If he wakes up.
Yes. I might see you for ESL Open Cup Asia. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Thank you so much
Very
for
confident.
tuning in. Yeah. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys then, maybe. We'll see you guys for DreamHack. For certain. Goodbye.
Bye.
Ciao.